Here we have a tablet coming from Georgia. This is the iPad Pro 10.5. It's a repair shop, and after replacing the screen, no more display. We didn't do anything extraordinary, just put a new screen on and it stopped displaying. At some point we could see an Apple logo dim display. Please see what you can do for us. And this is the tablet. We see a new screen on it. Let me put this on the side and look at the tablet. I may have to take a few minutes to open the screen again. Yeah, the screen looks like it may be semi-glued on to the case. So I'll be back. And the screen is out. Let's take a look at the circuit. We did an iPad Pro 10.5 a few days ago. I do not know if this one is going to be the same case. Let's start by checking the FEC connectors and see if we see any blown components, any blown filters. I do not see anything unusual. This area looks clean. And the problem is right there. Same exact problem as the 10.5 that I worked on a few days ago. It's cracked. You see, look at this. I'm gonna replace this diode, and there's also one more that's hidden under this piece here. Look at that. This diode is cracked also. Okay, so we're gonna replace both diodes. And this is the 559 Flux. You can log into our website if you would like to buy one. That's one. And that's the other one. We just got a large batch of those diodes, so they will be sold on our site. And those diodes will work on almost every iPad with the backlight issue. Okay, so that's one. And let's do the other one. Okay, and this one is done. Just clean up and test. Okay, so the screen is connected. We're gonna disconnect the separator between the battery and the motherboard. And let's see, do we have a backlight now? Press and hold the power button. And yes, it's working. Tablet is fixed. And next, we're gonna be working on a couple of things. See, it's working and everything is good. Okay. The next thing we're going to be working on is this xBox. The xBox was mailed in yesterday and customer said he's not getting any signal onto the screen. I looked at the HDMI port and it looks mint. Let me show you what I mean. See, it looks very good. It looks like the customer who sent this, he attempted to resolder a new port, and that's why the HDMI port looks good. But look at the way it looks from the inside. Look at the way this HDMI looks from the inside. And we have two ripped wires here. So we're gonna resolder the pins, and then we're gonna restore the broken traces here. Customer mailed in just the board, so we're not gonna be able to test, but we're gonna fix this and ship it back to him. So we're gonna solder a new connector. It's possible that the user may have used unleaded solder, or maybe there was still unleaded solder left on the board, because it looks like it's taken a lot of heat to melt the solder on here. Okay. So the front is done. I just want to run through it one more time. And we can just wick off the access here. And the front is done. Let's clean up and test to make sure all the pins are solid, and then we'll go over to the back and solder the legs, and then we have to run 2 jumper wires to fix the broken traces. So let's quickly check if those pins are solid. This one is not going to be solid because it has a broken trace. This is good. Okay, so everything is super solid except for the first and the last one. Let's flip the board, do the back. If you notice, one time I used the Flux, the 559 Flux, and the other time I used the 213 Flux. It's not done on purpose, but I have 2 syringes on the table, and whichever one is closer, I just grab it and put some Flux on. Both of them are great. I forgot to put the microscope camera. I already soldered 2 legs right here, and we're gonna do 2 more. And the back is done. The joints are nice and shiny, and jump well done. So the jumper wire, we need to run it from the first pin on the left all the way to right over here. Let's make sure we have a continuous path between here. Actually, let's test it between here all the way to right over here. Yes, good. Okay, and we still have this one here. Very good, and let's test this one more time. We want this part all the way to pin number 1. Very good. Everything is done. All right, and let's do one more device in this video. This is an iMac motherboard that was mailed in by a customer from Florida. It's a 2017 Retina 4K. Padlock, forgot password. Okay, so we need to reset the password that's embedded in the EFI chip. EFI chip should be right over here. Let's take a look at it under the microscope. So we're gonna remove the chip. Pin number 1 is on the bottom left. Okay, almost, and done. And we're gonna grab the EFI adapter, the one that goes in the programmer. You can find this on our website. Fairly cheap. And we have to solder the QFN chip that we just removed onto this adapter, because we cannot put the chip inside the programmer just like this. So we have to put it here, and then we connect the pins onto the programmer, and that's how we will be able to read and write to that chip. The first thing we want to do is select what type of chip we have in the programmer. And it gave us a list of chips to choose from. It's this one here. Select. And now we're going to read from the chip. It's currently reading. We can tell by the amber light here that's flashing. Read successful. Very good. Let's save the firmware. This. And we're going to open the file that we just saved in a hex editor. And we're going to locate the password within the firmware. And the password is right over here. And we're gonna replace this whole block with an empty one. Just like that. Save the firmware. We're gonna open it in the programmer's software. And we're gonna program. While it's programming, let's prep the pads on the iMac's board. Okay, so that's perfect. That's it. All we have to do is clean up, invoice the customer, and ship it back to him tomorrow. And let's see if I can quickly go over what's in the queue. We have a couple of queues. This is one of them here. So we have an Asus transformer, we have an xBox here. We have a person that mailed in his laptop with the motherboard out. It has a problem with power. This is an iPad 12.9 inch. 2 tablets here, charging port replacement and screen replacement. Mercedes-Benz key. We have an iPhone 7, Mercedes-Benz key. That's an iPhone also. J7. I have a motherboard here from a mixer, I think, or an audio system. It needs an HDMI port replacement. We have an iPad here. iPad, it's not powering on. We have an iPad also. Okay. And what do we have here? We have a Pixel 2 XL. We have a Bensky. We have a flash drive data recovery. We have a Bensky here. This is an iPhone 6s Plus. It doesn't power on. We have a recorder that doesn't power on and customer needs the data from it. And this one already shipped, I think. There's nothing here. Yeah, this one already shipped. What else do we have? We have a Nexus charging port replacement. Data recovery here. iPad Pro motherboard. It has issues with the backlight. We have 2 Benskys here. iPad Mini 3, it came in for digitizer FPC replacement. We have an iPad here also. Some of them I do not even know what's wrong with them, so we just put them here. We put them in the system and I go through them one by one. We have data recovery here. We have another iPad here. What's wrong with this one? Has dark and light spots down on one side of the screen, okay? And we have an xBox here, the one that we worked on today. Power issues. And this one, what's in this one? Bensky, Mercedes-Benz key. And we have a mini PC. We have 3 drives here that came in for data recovery. 1, 2, and 3. What's here? A key. And what do we have on top here? Oh, this is already done. It's a Bensky. And then we have a lot of things to do here. A lot of MacBooks, a lot of laptops and stuff that needs to get done. Big Boss already finished working on this one here. This one. And Big Boss did a lot of the phones that you see up here. This one is already done also. This one is in the queue. This one we're gonna have to send back to the customer. It was unfixable. He called in today to check up on it, and I'm not gonna waste any more time on it. It's an iPad, so we're gonna ship it back. This one here is already done. And more packages down here. We still have to sort through them to see what was sent. And we have a shipment that came here with two MacBooks, MacBook Air and MacBook Pro. So we did not get to this one yet. And we have more boxes here also. A lot of things to get done. I do not know how much we can do on camera, but I'll keep you posted. If you are in the data recovery business, let me know. We are expanding the list of companies that we are working with for data recovery. As you can see, we get a lot of data recovery stuff that sometimes we need help with. For example, let's say we are working on a flash drive that has a bad controller. We are not able to read from the controller chip and we cannot get the same controller. In that case, we send it to a data recovery lab where they can reconstruct the controller and read the files off, or they can do chip-off data recovery from the NAND chip. And at times where we need a clean room to recover data from a hard drive, we send it over to a data recovery lab because we do not have a clean room in the shop here.
Do you do iPad battery?
If you have a data recovery lab, you have the tools and you are good at what you do, let me know and maybe we can expand the list of companies that we work with. So that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you have any questions and we'll do something else in the next video.